are being made downtown in the city. That's a good thing that we're starting to see now. We had another day to get past. Right is funny, man. It's slow. It's a slow internet system this morning, but
I'm gonna try to
it's
troubleshoot something once my MacBook
if
turns on.
anybody can do anything, it's producer Rye, of course.
Just had to somehow keep you live while restarting YouTube.
Oh my gosh. Were you able to do it?
Yeah, look.
All right. There you go, my friend. Appreciate it. 855-282-8255. Once again, that's 855-282-8255. Appreciate you guys jumping on in with everything that we have going up. By the way, one of the fastest speed skaters in the world, his name is Jordan Stoltz, and Jordan has a coach from the St. Louis area who is really, really helping him. His name's Bob Corby, and Bob is a St. Louisan, and we love to see these stories when they're happening. And of course, we'll tell you more about him coming up in the show today as well, if my internet works. We'll have some fun with that, of course. Oh, happy, joy. Love dealing with some of those things in the day, but life is about challenges, and it's always about overcoming them. You get up in the morning with your best intentions, and then, of course, you never know what's going to be thrown at you, which is why you just kind of, okay, we'll see what we can do. Hey, by the way, I had a guy message me laughing about our talk about PokeCon Fest down in St. Louis at the Radisson over the weekend on Saturday.
Let me find out I missed something lit.
No, saying that his son went, been a huge Pokemon fan.
Mm-hmm.
He's 18, though.
Yeah.
So, a little bit younger than you.
Yeah, same range.
But loved the show, thought it was good.
Dang.
Absolutely. So you missed out. You had a chance to go check out your boys.
Yeah, but the thing
and
is,
your girls at Pokemon Fest, and it didn't work out.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, I was at the station from 9 to 12. I thought it started at 11. First, it started at 10 on the website. So then when I would have got there for one at the quickest, I would have already wasted 2 hours. Then I'm thinking, I got to go back to my apartment. I have to change. I have to clean out some stuff anyway because I just moved in. So when I was done, it was 1:30. I was like, once I get there, I got to find parking. I'm going to get there like 2:15, man.
I've been there, done it.
I was like,
I understand, buddy. I understand where you're coming from. I do. I promise you. I do. I get it.
I was like, I don't really feel like spending 20 to see the last the cosplay concert or whatever it was at the end. Wanted to really feel the whole thing. Pause, but
it's all good. I'm with you. When it comes to the Olympics, obviously, we're telling you about a St. Louis coach who's been really good in the speed skating part of the Olympics. Also, Michaela Schifrin, arguably, our most decorated and famous, so to speak, famous skier for the American team. I met her here in St. Louis at a ski fundraiser a few years back. Super kind, super polite, fun-loving young woman, Olympic athlete, very personable. And I love the fact that she can have some fun with herself. We all do maybe some beauty things to ourselves. Even us men, let's just be honest, we do. Try to make ourselves look as good as we can. She says she, quote, went a little bit too far with her eyebrow grooming coming into the Olympics. So she looks a little bit different. But I love the fact when you can self-deprecate and you're still one of the best athletes in the world and you can still have some fun with yourself and not take yourself too seriously. But I haven't seen a picture of her yet. So I've got to see what she said she did to herself that she did not like. It's like, okay, it's all right, Michaela. It's going to be fine. It's all good over here. We got your back. Also, we told you we'd talk about some of the data center things today, not to get overly too serious about it, but, Festus residents pushing back. St. Charles moving to permanently ban data centers ever ever. Trying to put that legislation in right now, uh, trying to protect themselves despite the huge financial windfall that can accompany data centers. We've heard about that as well. There's always pros and cons to every single thing that you see. Also, by the way, yeah, the internet thing, it's still, just to give you a post, because I believe in organic shows. Yeah, it's still not working this morning. Just bizarre. Bizarre.
Good thing my MacBook just turned on, so I'm about to.
Yeah, have fun with that, because I'm still trying to. I've branched over to my phone. It's good that we have technology that we do in this day and age to do some of the things that we can right now when it comes to everything that we do on the show here in the mornings. We've also got hey buddy, it's already February 10th, as we were talking about. And we'll also show you the new NFL logo is out for next year. But this year's NFL logo, you didn't really see the colors that the conspiracy of the NFL logo, right?
No.
Oh man, you're working too much as a young 20-year-old man.
Yeah.
You don't have time to get caught up in conspiracy theories.
No, not about
for several
NFL.
years. The colors of the NFL, well, the colors of the teams and or the players in the picture literally showed who was going to the Super Bowl and or winning. This last year, the colors didn't necessarily match. It was a wild San Francisco-esque color scheme that they had. Very wild coloring, didn't really match the teams. But the players they put in the logo, they put players from every team. And the two closest players.
I think seasons are noisy.
I hear people talking. Okay.
I'm pulling up your video.
Yes.
Somebody has something up.
They had the two quarterbacks closest to the stadium, and those were the two quarterbacks that made the Super Bowl, and that came out before the season began. There's a new logo out, not only with the colors of the logo, so people can guess what the colors are, but also there's players who are standing closest to the stadium. Guess who the closest quarterback is or player standing next to the stadium?
Cool.
Patrick Mahomes. The other one that I can see is Bosa with the 49ers. The Super Bowl is going to be played in LA next year. I know you're hoping that your Rams can somehow make it. Stafford is at the back of the line. He's closest to the camera. So it's one of those things the NFL does to draw interest, of course. If you're a business and they are a business entity, they're all about entertainment to get all of us men and women all excited about what's happening. Of course, we try to get into that. There is something else that's going on too. We'll tell you about. I love this story. It's a GoFundMe account for some police officers who were badly injured. Two St. Louis City police officers. They were badly injured in the line of duty. Friends are trying to ask for community support. There's only so much money that supports these men and women, by the way. Friends of theirs, Abby Smith, and shout out to you, Abby, launched two separate GoFundMe pages for officers, Jeff Stoll and Kelly Smith. They're no relation, by the way, Abby Smith and Kelly Smith. Abby just wanted to do this. The officers are battling some serious injuries after their vehicle was struck head on. Literally, their police vehicle was struck head on near I-70 and I-64 on January 23rd. Can you imagine you're driving your police squad car and another vehicle just hits you head on?
Boom. That is insane.
Yeah, that happened on I-70 right near I-64. That's bizarre. St. Louis County Police said a fleeing suspect was driving the wrong way on I-70. I don't know what it is. I just see a lot of issues when it comes to I-70, when it comes to cars fleeing. Literally I-70 or 170, not I-70. 170 is what I should say. I-170. Forgive me for saying that. They were rushed to the hospital. Officer Stoll has had 4 surgeries. The officer had 4 surgeries, 2 broken legs, a broken arm, a broken wrist. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
I mean, wow, wow, wow. You're just literally going to work. That is a lot. He's now trying to get help at the rehabilitation center. Smith, who's 35, talking about Kelly Smith, that is a man, 35 years old, is a husband and a father of 4 children. The youngest, just a toddler, has been released from the hospital and is also recovering. Oh, yeah, from a broken leg and a broken arm. I mean, those are some serious injuries. Backstoppers, which does a phenomenal job throughout the St. Louis area, even though it's one of the most incredible organizations throughout the country. The amount of money that they raise, the amount of men and women and first responders that they support is unparalleled. They are doing their best to jump in to try to help. Um, of course, it's always the family members who struggle as well. So they've put together a GoFundMe page to try to help out as best as they can when it comes to all of the situations, the bills that they're going to have to go in for. So they said it could have been anybody. And obviously, it could have been anybody when it comes to what's happening from that standpoint. So there's 2 separate GoFundMe pages, one for Jeff Stoll, Stoll, and one for Kelly Smith, spelled exactly how it sounds, Kellysmith. Each one has their own GoFundMe page if you'd like to help out in any way. And of course, that's what we do in St. Louis. We know this is in a tremendous giving area when it comes to helping out those in our community, especially first responders who are out doing their job. And then, of course, all it takes is one fleeing suspect going the wrong way, smashing in to a police vehicle operated by these 2. I'm grateful that they're still with us, that they can still go home to their families. Obviously, lots of rehab. I mean, anybody ever have a broken leg or a broken arm? Go through some of that rehab. How about you have a shoulder surgery? That I had a shoulder surgery. That put me down for a while. I mean, that was no joke. And then you got broken arms, broken legs, broken wrist, and so forth. Not exactly what you get up every day thinking, oh, yeah, let's go through this today. But of course, we know that's what can happen with our first responders when they go out every day and do the jobs that they do. So if you want to check out Jeff Stoll or Kelly Smith, when it comes to the GoFundMe pages, they are there for you to certainly do as well. This is Art City Now. We're off and rolling on a Tuesday morning. It's February 10th, 6:23. Producer Rise here. I'm Vic Faust. By the way, when it comes to the weather today, enjoy. Yesterday, the sun came out, turned out to be a really nice day. Today, even better. We're talking about highs today throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area, around 62 degrees. We'll take that. Tomorrow, 52 degrees. How about Thursday? 48 gets a little bit more cooler, but then Friday, 50 degrees. Saturday, 49. Sunday, 52. Monday, 57. So the temperature's certainly decent when it comes to everything that we're liking right now. We'll take that. That's for sure. Enjoy this February weather that we're getting. By the way, did you know that the pitchers and catchers officially report tomorrow? They are in Jupiter, Florida.
Okay.
So they're in Florida. It's that time of year again. Ali Marmal will have a press conference tomorrow. But the one thing about it that I don't feel, there's not a lot of interest for Cardinals baseball. You know that. There's just not. And it's unfortunate. And the reason being because of the fact that we know that this team has not put together any superstars. We know where they are from a business standpoint. They've told us. Not like the last couple of years where you're hoping and they wouldn't actually come out and be direct about where their business intentions were. Now we know. Now we know what's going on. They're in rebuild. They're rebuilding, restructuring. I mean, they have gutted from the inside out, I mean, who knows? They still may give some more players away for the possibility of prospects. And that's why you don't see a lot of hype. I mean, just think about this. Opening day is like 6 weeks away. That's it. 6 weeks, a month and a half, opening day. And they're beginning spring training. And it's like, okay, all right, we'll see where they go with all of that. But we can talk more about the Cardinals from that standpoint coming up a little bit later. When it comes to everything that we're starting to see with the team coming through, and as we are in the middle of winter, believe it or not, as we move forward as well. Oh, man. Valentine's Day is coming up as well. Don't forget about it. Here is your reminder. Why are you smiling, man? You don't have a Valentine this year, I didn't think.
Yeah, a lot of things can change, Vic. Life hits you with a lot of
right before Valentine's Day too, right?
Yeah,
Of course. My friend, producer Ryan, love the show. Young guy, old guy, talking life issues. Some things never change no matter how old you get or what kind of life experiences you have. I wish you the best.
Yes, sir.
Enjoy, my friend. 6:27 on this Tuesday morning. Off and rolling, my friend. We're here for you. Yeah. If you want to ask me for some advice, I've learned from a lot of mistakes. That's for sure.
Gotcha.
That is for sure. And we can try to do what we want to do there. We've got we're off and running, like I said, on this Tuesday morning show. It's February 10th. X, Facebook, and YouTube. If you want to jump in on the show, like, subscribe, share the show. We can talk about that. We are your Lou Information Station. We are live and on demand at louinfo.com. Of course, we always give you an option if you want to call in. Most people like to message in this day and age in 2026. The phone number is 855-282-8255. We're glad you're with us. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll set the stage for the rest of the show, some of those things that are going on. Kid Rock coming to St. Louis after a super popular event on Sunday night from the Super Bowl standpoint. We'll talk about that track coach, or excuse me, the speed skating track, the ice track, who's helping one of the fastest speed skaters in the world, St. Louis Zone. We'll get into that as well. Plus anything else that you guys want to jump into. And the conspiracy theory with the NFL logo and anything else. Lots more too. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back right after this. This is Art City Now. I'm Vic Faust.
This hour of content on the Lou Information Station is brought to you by Grandpa Pigeons, Johnny Mac's Sporting Goods, and Becky's Carpet and Tile Superstore.
Hey, see that, kids? That's the St. Louis Arch, the gateway to the West.
The Lou Information Station, where we'll always call it Highway 40 or Highway 40 if you're a boomer.
The St. Louis expression?
Stream our content 24/7 at louinfo.com. The Lou Information Station.
The Lou Information Station presents coverage of the Mid-States Hockey Playoffs, presented by Vantage Credit Union. Game coverage includes Founders Cup, Wickenheiser Cup, and Challenge Cup games, including each division's championship. Tune in or log on to the Lou Info YouTube channel. Mid-States Playoffs are presented by Vantage Credit Union and by Mattingly Lumber, WashU Medicine Orthopedics, and by Kenny Reinhold with Caldwell Banker Realty Gundaker.
Is your brand stuck on the sidelines? Tired of feeling like your marketing budget is just warming the bench? Well, then it's time to get in the game with Eyesight Media. We don't just put your brand near the action, we put you in the action. Imagine this, your company front and center, showcased in NCAA and pro stadiums and arenas nationwide. If you're ready to elevate your brand to MVP status, don't miss this shot. Visit eyesightmediagroup.com today to apply for an in-arena partnership. That's eyesightmediagroup.com.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen, 222-2222.
Your LouInfo.com news report. Upgrades at Kiner Plaza in downtown St. Louis are underway. The city is partnering with the Gateway Arch Park Foundation and Great Rivers Greenway on the renovations, expected to finish up in October. Improvements include new shade structures and trees, along with regrading the oval lawn and upgrading irrigation and drainage to improve turf and soil health. Residents in St. Charles County will soon have faster, more targeted storm warnings. The county's emergency management agency has upgraded its system, so sirens are automatically activated when the National Weather Service issues a tornado or severe thunderstorm warning. About 130 sirens are now divided into 4 zones based on historical tornado paths. The St. Louis teen is facing several charges in connection with a shooting last month that killed a 14-year-old boy. In the Gravois Park neighborhood, Samuel Williams Jr. died, and 18-year-old Demetrius Van Arsdale admitted firing a gun at a passing vehicle, sparking a gun battle. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com and the free Lou Info app, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, louinfo.com weather. Presented by Home Bank. Member FDIC. Secure your financial future by opening a high-yield checking account today. Go to myhomebank.bank to get started.
Here's your louinfo.com weather update. Pretty mild today, lots of sun, and we'll hit about 60. Overnight, we have a dry cold front that'll move in. Partly cloudy, and we're in the low 30s, and then about 10 degrees cooler on Wednesday, but still pretty nice. We'll hit about 50 with sunshine, maybe an afternoon shower popping up on Thursday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com and the free Lou Info app.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past 2 years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage is only $75 per month, level for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can buy $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110. Guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rates for 20 years. And if you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At the Term Lifeline, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. So if you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call right now for a free quote.
Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes are based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting exam required to qualify.
800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. That's 800-803-1961.
After a long day, nothing beats kicking back in a brand new hot tub from St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse. These guys are the real deal. They've been around for over 38 years and got more than 400 5-star reviews, and they've earned every single one of them. They sell premium, American-made hot tubs. USA, baby. And because they keep their overhead low, they pass the savings right on to you. You're getting better quality at a better price. And here's the best part. No hidden fees, no surprises, no, oh, by the way, charges. And if you find a comparable hot tub cheaper at a local dealer, they'll beat that price. Guaranteed. That's right. Best price guarantee. No one's beating them. Plus, when you buy from St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse, you're buying from a company that's been here for decades. And they'll be here to service your tub for as long as you own it. Check them out at besthot-tub-prices.com. That's besthot-tub-prices.com. St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse, highest quality, best price.
Back to more of Arch City Now with Big Faust on the Lou Information Station. Streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Hey guys, welcome back into the show. It is Arch City Now, 6:34 on a Tuesday morning in St. Louis, February 10th. What a beautiful day. Sunshine at 62. How's that sounding today, producer Rye? I think we'll take that, my friend. What's that?
Said it's sounding great.
Heck yes, it is. We are Arch City Now. We're here till 8 o'clock, 6 to 8 a.m. Monday through Friday, helping get you up St. Louis. Thanks for jumping in on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Like, subscribe, share the show. As always, we like to promote the things that are happening here, the stories that are happening nationally that resonate in our local area as well. We talked about the weather that's coming up. That should be really, really good. The Super Bowl the other night, obviously, it was super popular, also super controversial when it came to halftime shows, Bad Bunny, the Kid Rock-led show from Turning Point USA. It is interesting, too, right on the heels of everything that came out of what we saw that day. Kid Rock coming to St. Louis. It's a newly announced Freedom 250 concert tour this spring. Kid Rock is scheduled to perform at Hollywood Casino Amphitheater, of course, in Maryland Heights. That's going to be May 15th, 2026. Now, he has a ton of fans. I went to a sold-out show years ago here in St. Louis. I don't know, maybe 5-6 years ago. He was here. I know he's been here since then as well. But he always sells out. And especially after his performance the other night, I think that's going to be a super difficult ticket to get, whether you're a big Kid Rock fan or not. His song, one of the songs that he sang the other night at the Super Bowl, is already number 1 on Apple. A Bad Bunny song is number 2. So it's funny, those two performed at the Super Bowl, and they have the top 2 songs, at least on Apple right now when it comes to Apple Music. Very interesting from that standpoint. So Kid Rock recently announced his 2026 Freedom 250 tour. What it's going to be just a 10-stop spring tour from early May to mid-June, and it's preceding the celebration of the 250th anniversary of the United States, which, of course, is being held July 4th. That's a big thing the country is doing this year. Already 250 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Of course, he's nominated 5 Grammy Awards over his decade-long career. He's got some popular songs. You guys know about him if you're a fan. So Kid Rock coming May, once again, that is May 15th, 2026 over at Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. It's also set to feature a special guest, Parker McCollum, along with Brantley Gilbert, John Party, and Big and Rich, as well as other performances. So ticket sales for the tour begin just 3 days from now. That's February 13th. February 13th, you can start to get those tickets. You can get tickets at Ticketmaster.com or some other places if you want to, but that begins February 13th. You can go get your tickets at Ticketmaster and see how that works out for you. So on the heels of a super popular halftime performance at the Super Bowl, Kid Rock coming to St. Louis. And if you haven't looked yet, we've been talking about, there are so many acts coming to St. Louis, concerts in 2026. There weren't many in 2025, but this year there are. There are a lot of, we had Tony Patrico on the show last week, and he was talking about what a year of music it is in the St. Louis area, of course. Did you get a chance to listen to Tony's show yet? Remember Wednesday night where he plays just all local bands?
No, not yet, but he did plug it on Wrestling on the Spectrum, and I may be bringing one of my artists on there one day.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love the fact is Tony, nobody else does anything local music like Tony Patrico does. And of course you can catch him here in the evenings for what he does with his show when it comes to the music scene of St. Louis. It really is fantastic. And there's so many darn good local bands throughout the St. Louis area. And you'll pop up at a bar or restaurant every now and then. You'll see somebody, maybe not everybody's talking about, but super, super, super good when it comes to the local scene. And of course, Tony was talking about that last week when it comes to music and the things that are happening. So shout out to Tony as well. And by the way, if you're wanting to know when you can catch Tony, Tony Patrico has a show that's in the evening times. Tony is Monday through Friday from 5 to 6 p.m. Sounds of STL with Tony Patrico. You can catch him from 5 to 6 in the evening time. And he follows what I didn't realize that Carly was on every day.
Yeah, she's on every day from like 4 to 5, right? Hello,
4 to
neighbor.
5. What is her show about?
Life.
Life.
I don't know. It's like an abundance of energy. she's just like an energy ball. Some days
Okay.
she just talked about stuff. Some days she'll just bring in random people from the studio. Like I'll just come on and talk. And
4 to
Rockio-
5.
Yeah, 4 to 5. Rockio came on like I think yesterday for their post.
That's the Hello Neighbor show. Carly Lawrence. I might as well, and I'll, that's what it is. You know what we do here. Okay, there you go. By the way, we're here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. Hot Take Central 2.0 with the former Blue Cam Jansen and Cardinals broadcaster Jim the Cat Hayes. Follow us from 8 to 10 o'clock. On Tuesdays, it's the Elevate and Lead show with Jennifer Bardot and Kelly and Michael Chandler. From 11 to 1, it's Charlie Toon and the Posse bringing you what they've got. From 1 to 3, you have Dave Ramsey. 3 to 4, you have the Three Lawyers Eating Sandwiches show. I haven't checked that one out yet. I need to. I'm just always busy during the day. From 4 to 5, you have the Hello Neighbor with Carly Lawrence show. And then from 5 to 6, it is the Sounds of STL with Tony Patrico, followed by the Dave Ramsey show from 6 to 9. And then, of course, from 9, we have, you can catch that again. So, all right, that's a look at the show usually that you get. Mondays and Wednesdays, you also have the MIZ STL show, Mizzou related when it comes to that. So check the things out. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing our shows, letting people know what we have going on. Of course, you can always learn more about the programming and get in contact with us at luinfo.com. Once again, that is luinfo.com. The Olympics are underway. We know that. Also, the American men hockey team. I mean, everybody has some of their favorite events when it comes to the Olympics. You're a snowboarding guy. You know they've started some snowboarding. Have you seen any of the snowboarding yet, or have you been too busy?
Been too busy, but I'm gonna start. I'm gonna watch some probably either.
They get better.
I can't even do it tonight,
buddy. They get better every year. Yeah. I mean, what they're doing on snowboards is absolutely freaking amazing. Although my daughter had a bad experience at Keystone a couple months ago. She was out skiing. She hadn't been in a long time. And she said a couple ski boarders or snowboarders were coming by, giving her some heck, like, get out of here. You're in the way and stuff like
move.
She's convinced that snowboarders are a bad thing when it comes for skiers. She's like,
she was skiing.
Yeah, she was skiing. She was skiing and they were zipping by and
move,
that's not how you do it. You're stuck over there.
Ha ha.
Anyway, it's funny. So anyway, the Olympics are underway, as we've been talking about. The U.S. men are getting ready to have their first match. And of course, they're picked as they've got the second best odds, of course, behind Canada to win the gold. And boy, oh boy, that would be nice. Now we like our Jordan Bennington and we like our Colton Parayko, but not for the next 2 weeks or week and a half. I am all about the Americans winning gold.
Good call, baby. Eagles. Yeah.
The Eagles.
Yeah, bald eagle, America.
Oh, that's right,
baby.
I'm
Good
following
call.
you. Yeah. And we're getting to that point right now. And of course, we know who Austin Matthews, he's a Toronto Maple Leaf. He's the captain of our American team, but we know who the stars are. We know the Kachucks. They are the heart and soul of our team. St. Louis's own Kachuk family, the first family of hockey, so to speak. And you're allowed. I wish athletes would never, ever, 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 ever give us their opinions when it comes to politics or when it comes to their ideas of how things are, their opinions, because you're never going to please everybody. We know this country's divided from a political standpoint. And if you speak out and you love this administration, somebody and the ways of their world, somebody's going to rip you. If you come out against this administration in politics or governors or senators, there's always going to be somebody who likes you. There's going to be somebody who doesn't like you. And that's why some of the biggest people brands never talk politics. Michael Jordan didn't. Tiger Woods didn't. LeBron has changed over the years. He made his political views well known.
LeBron!
And so forth. But there were a couple young people associated in the Olympics. One skater, Amber Glenn, figure skater, and then a snowboarder who basically came out and were saying that they had reservations about wearing the American flag because of immigration stories and issues and things that were going on. Well, Brady Tkachuk was asked his opinions on America and his feelings of supporting America. And here's what Brady Tkachuk had to say when it comes to supporting the red, white, and blue.
Being able to represent the U.S. at this stage in the Olympics is one of the greatest honors that I've ever had. So I'm truly grateful to be here. Being able to represent the U.S. at this stage in the Olympics is one of the greatest honors that I've ever had. So I'm truly grateful to be here representing the red, white, and blue.
I think it kind of means the world. It's really like a whirlwind of emotions. Flying here this morning, hanging out in the village all day, and then getting fitted for our clothes and just meeting athletes and then coming here and practicing, and now it's so like, oh my gosh, like day one's over. Like it's kind of crazy. So really enjoying the experience so far and having a lot of fun.
Brady. We'll try that again. Brady and Matthew Tkachuk don't care what haters say. They literally are proud to be Americans, and they don't care who knows it. And I'm glad that they were asked. They didn't go look for reporters. They didn't look to give an opinion. And most athletes don't. Reporters put mics in people's faces. They need a story. They need some sort of controversy. That's the bad part of the broadcasting business as well, as you have too many people trying to make news instead of just reporting on the news. And I've seen that for several years. It's very immature. It's unfortunate. Fabricating, creating, and it happens. Trying to be first without facts and so forth. And the reason that the Tkachuks were asked that were because of these younger people giving their opinions about. And you know what? Is it a great look for America? I don't know. I don't. My first impression was, but I've always learned to keep an open mind. Maybe somebody's dealing with something. You never know where people are coming from or what they're dealing with in their life. That's for sure. Or when a mic's put in their face, and we all make mistakes. That's for sure. Nobody's perfect. And of course, if you make mistakes, you learn from them. But at least from a standpoint of supporting the red, white, and blue, Brady and Matthew, who do represent St. Louis and come back and love it and talk about it and take St. Louis wherever they are around the world playing hockey, love playing for the USA. And of course, they gave us a lot of excitement at the Four Nations face-off a year ago. And now here they are in the Olympics leading the American men as they get ready. Their first game, by the way, is Thursday at 2:10 p.m. live against Latvia.
The home of Porzingis.
That's right.
I'm always going to say that. Home of KP, baby.
You're a basketball guy.
The original unicorn, man. The first Wemby.
Latvia.
Yes.
So that's Thursday at 2:10 p.m. Look forward to seeing the Americans play some hockey. Of course, Brady and Keith Tkachuk, leading the charge for the Americans. And then, of course, we'll see how the rest of the schedule goes for the men's team as they get ready to set. But so they've got that game Thursday at 2 p.m. for the men's hockey. And then when it comes to their schedule after that, then they've got a Saturday game, 2:10 again against Denmark. And then Sunday, 3:10 against Germany. So, I mean, those are three games that they should absolutely dominate. Brady and Keith Tkachuk leading the charge there. Then next Wednesday, the quarterfinals begin. And then next Friday, they have the semifinal. Next Saturday, the 21st, or excuse me, next Sunday, the 21st, we hope it will be the gold medal game. And that's what's interesting. It'll be early. How about 7:10 a.m. gold medal game, February 22nd? Get up early, watch a gold medal game on Sunday, February 22nd, between the United States and Canada. They're set, by the way, the Milan Cortina area, they're 7 hours ahead of us if you haven't looked yet when it comes to the information that we get, the video that comes out from that standpoint. It's fun to watch. By the way, the U.S. women's team, they're 3-0. They're rocking and rolling at the Olympics. They won again yesterday. They looked really good. They're dominant. I mean, it looks like it's going to be another one of those USA versus Canada situations that you're going to have. And then we've talked about how they've been dominating and how well they've been playing. Well, now you've got the U.S. women's team. They won yesterday. They pretty much crushed Switzerland 5-0. And bringing it up here, and it's also, I'd love to bring attention because Joy Dunn from St. Charles, Joy Dunn's from over in that O'Fallon, Darden Prairie area. She scored last game, and then she scored again yesterday. So congrats to Joy Dunn from the St. Louis area. She's proven to be one of their top players. And that's exciting. That is really exciting to me from a standpoint of, we love to promote our own here. And she is really, really, really doing well. She grew up in the St. Louis area, playing hockey from an early age. St. Louis's own, St. Charles' own. Just it's really fun. So congrats to Joy. It's another reason to watch and enjoy what you're starting to see with a local product, making a name for herself nationally. O'Fallon, Missouri. She went to Fort Zumwalt West High School too, by the way. She played junior hockey with the St. Louis AAA Blues and the St. Louis Lady Blues. And by the way, all six of her siblings, six siblings played at elite hockey levels. Jency was a player as well, and then her brother Josh. And of course, they've done extremely well, the Dunn family. She's carrying on the family legacy when it comes to the U.S. hockey team. So congrats to Joy Dunn. The Kachuk brothers getting ready to get set on Thursday. And by the way, I believe, if I'm looking at this right, the U.S. Women's hockey team, I think they play Canada today, and that's their big rivalry. That's a huge rivalry. It's as big as the men as well. And I believe it's today. No, that is, let's see. It's February 12th. They play February 12th. So they play in 2 days. That'll be fun on Thursday. The U.S. women and the Canadian women have a preliminary game Thursday. Oh, that'll be a big time matchup, getting those two teams out there together, because it literally is probably going to be a preview of the gold medal matchup. And Canada's captain, by the way, took a hard hit, and she left the game yesterday, so she may not be in that game. Who knows? We'll see where that goes. This is Art City Now. Thanks for jumping in with us today, guys. Producer Rise here. I'm Vic Faust. We're here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. We love it when you guys jump in on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Let us know. Join the show. Give us your opinions. Let us know what's happening in your neck of the woods. And it doesn't matter. We love to promote charities. We love to promote anything good and worthwhile that's happening throughout the St. Louis metropolitan area. We rely on you guys for that information. If there's interviews and things from that standpoint you want to know about, you can let us know. By the way, there's a polar plunge that is going on throughout this St. Louis metropolitan area. The Ladue Police Department, they'll be in here on Thursday promoting a polar plunge, how raising money for worthy causes. Yeah, they're going to go get in Creve Coeur Lake. Good luck with that. At least it's warmed up a little bit over the last couple of days, right? I don't know if that'll make a difference. Last time I saw, I think it was iced over. Go have fun jumping in Creve Coeur Lake at the end of February. Yeah, get ready for that. A whole lot of fun there. Anyway, glad you guys are with us from that standpoint. We're rocking and rolling today. We've already got an hour down. Appreciate you guys being with us as well. Anything else happening, jump in the show, let us know. We will take a quick break. 855-282-8255. Once again, 855-282-8255 if you want to jump in on the show. We can let you know what's happening with some of the data center information that's happening throughout the St. Louis area right now. Very interesting. Maybe let you take a look at what's happening when it comes to that new NFL logo. Oh, your teams, who's going to make it, who's not. We'll also tell you about a coach from St. Louis who coaches one of the best speed skaters in the world. That's right, Jordan Stolz. If you don't know about him yet, he's one of the best that America has to offer. And you've got a St. Louisan, a native St. Louisan, who's one of his coaches, considered to be one of the best coaches in the country. So what a terrific story from that standpoint, too. There was just an incredible NBA brawl last night. We'll show you that. Just sad state of affairs there. Also,
always the Pistons.
Yeah. I was there for the last one, the Malice at the Palace. I was live there, because I used to cover the Pistons. Also, the Billikens, arguably the best story in the St. Louis area right now. It's a sports story, but it is a community story as well. I mean, they're selling out every game. They will be back in action Friday on the road at Loyola. But we've got some sound with their head coach, who is Coach Sturts, who is getting a lot of hype. And I don't want to go overboard, but his name is now being mentioned also as a Coach of the Year candidate. I mean, can you imagine a Billikens team that finishes out this regular season winning at like 30-1 with the schedule that they played? There's been a lot of hype about Miami, Ohio, because they had an undefeated season, and so, but not really playing. They haven't played anybody. It's one of the worst schedules in America. But the Billikens and their head coach getting a lot of hype as a Coach of the Year candidate. At least I heard the first person at least say that. And I would have brought up Arizona. Arizona lost their first game last night, the number 1 ranked team in America for college basketball. They lost to number 9 Kansas. That was definitely an upset last night. But they've got a great coach that will be considered too. But how about Josh Sturz, considered to be a Coach of the Year candidate? We'll take a break. This is Arch City Now. Producer Rise here. I'm Vic Faust. We'll come back right after this.
Listen up, fellow timeshare owners. If you're a timeshare owner and you want out at all costs, you're done, frustrated, tired of wasting money, you don't use the darn thing. Get out now. Hire the best Bulldog timeshare cancellation team in the business. Their in-house legal team, headed by a timeshare cancellation lawyer, can help you fight the biggest and baddest companies out there that sell timeshare. At some point, you were using your timeshare, but now you're not, and you're tired of wasting money. Before you go to the poorhouse, Call right now and learn how you can stop the maintenance fees and put more money back in your pocket. Their services cost you a lot less than you think, and you'll save a lot of money over time. Call the Timeshare Exit Hotline now. It's a free consultation.
800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. 800-824-5131. That's 800-824-5131.
St. Louis sports fans, now you can go deeper with STL Sports Central Insiders. Get exclusive access to Bernie Miklasz, Randy Carricker, Mike Claiborne, Jamal Mayers, and more. Plus, your chance to watch a Blues game in the alumni box with Jamal himself. Also, monthly giveaways, Bernie's columns all week, and you'll be supporting local sports media. Join now at stlsportscentral.com.
Broadcasting live from the J. Randolph Jr. Studios in Kirkwood.
Daddy is out of the cleaning up dump business.
KLIS 590 AM, Wood River, St. Louis.
State or local law enforcement, and this violates the Constitution's supremacy clause since it discriminates against federal employees. The first of several Republican-led hearings into Special Counsel Jack Smith's Arctic frost probe kicks off today. A Senate subcommittee examines allegations Smith improperly subpoenaed phone records of members of Congress, including some Republicans on the panel. The Biden-era operation has been a focal point of Republicans who claim Biden used the Department of Justice as a political weapon against President Trump. There's still no sign of the missing mother of Today's Show co-host Savannah Guthrie. A local TV station in Tucson reported ransom notes sent to media outlets demanded $6 million in Bitcoin for Nancy Guthrie's return, with a deadline of 5 p.m. Monday. Now, past the deadline, the FBI says it's not aware of any continued communication between the Guthrie family and suspected kidnappers. From America's News Network, USA Radio News.
Maybe this is you too. There's enormous frustration right now with healthcare costs. It is amazing. Healthcare costs for families in the last 20 years have almost tripled, and it just keeps getting worse. All this to say, this is why MediShare is so in demand right now. People are looking for alternatives, and MediShare is proven. You can save thousands of dollars a year and actually like it more. Over 1 million Americans are now part of healthcare sharing, and MediShare is the gold standard. It's trusted. It works. It's been helping people save money and have peace of mind now for 30 plus years. It's not some big impersonal thing either. It's a community of people like you helping each other. So yeah, if you're frustrated too, here's your chance to make a refreshing change. You'll notice the difference as soon as you call. They're easy to talk to. You can get a price within 2 minutes. Here is the number. Call 855-SHARE-40. That's 855-SHARE-40. 855-SHARE-40.
News reports on the Lou Information Station are presented by Brown and Crouppen. 222-2222. 222-2222.
The choice of lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely on advertisements.
At Brown and Crouppen, we get that after an accident, money's tight. That's why we offer so much for free. First call, free. First consultation, free. Stuck at home or in the hospital, we'll come to you for free. So call Brown and Crouppen, where we don't get paid unless you do. And your first consultation is free.
The Lou Information Station presents coverage of the Mid-States Hockey Playoffs, presented by Vantage Credit Union. Game coverage includes Founders Cup, Wickenheiser Cup, and Challenge Cup games, including each division's championship. Tune in or log on to the Lou Info YouTube channel. Mid-States Playoffs are presented by Vantage Credit Union and by Mattingly Lumber, WashU Medicine Orthopedics, and by Kenny Reinhold with Caldwell Banker Realty Gundaker.
When you buy a hot tub, you want more than bubbles. You want value that lasts. At St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse, their low overhead means premium American-made products priced better than the competition, and the best price guarantee in town. They'll beat any local dealer on a comparable model. With over 38 years in business and 400 plus 5-star reviews, you can trust they'll be there to service your spa long after the sale. St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse, highest quality, best price. Visit besthottubprices.com today.
Hey, St. Louis, looking for high-flying action and electric energy? Grab your crew, hit the road, and experience a Grizzlies game night in Memphis. An unmatched atmosphere and star-studded NBA matchups are waiting for you just down the road on I-55. There's nothing like Grizz game energy, and there's nothing like being here with 19,000 new Grizz Nation friends at FedEx Forum. Dive into the action, follow the Grizzlies on social media, and visit grizzlies.com/tickets to grab your seats today. That's grizzlies.com/tickets.
The Lou Information Station presents Art City Now with Vic Faust.
Hey there, guys. Welcome back into the show. The sun is up. People are up and at it today in the St. Louis area. So glad you're with us. Good morning, St. Louis. Producer Rise here. I'm Vic Faust. We are your Lou Information Station. We are live and on demand at louinfo.com. This is Art City Now. We take you to the top of the hour. Hot Take Central 2.0 with the former Blue Cam Jansen and Cardinals broadcaster Jim the Cat Hayes. Follow us a little bit later today. By the way, the U.S. women and Canada teams for hockey, they play today at 1:10. So not Thursday, they play today. So if you can get away, you want to watch them, you can check out Joey Dunn, the O'Fallon, Missouri native. If the Kachucks are the first family of hockey in St. Louis, the Dunns have to be right there with them because of all the siblings playing elite hockey and taking it to elite levels, not only Joy, but Jency, who played on the national team as well. So congrats to the Dunns. Joy scored a goal with the Americans. I was talking about that a little bit earlier in the show, but they played today. So congrats to them. There were some Olympic stories when it came to St. Louis people making a name for themselves. And of course, that's what we love to promote, or people from the St. Louis area doing great things. And involved when it comes to the Olympics. And one of those people is a coach. And he was a St. Louis native. And his name is Bob Corby, 75-year-old St. Louis speed skating coach. And he's one of the coaches for Jordan Stolz, who's the favorite to win the Olympic men's long track. If you don't know the name Jordan Stolz, you soon will. And Bob Corby has been a fantastic coach for a long time. And he is known in those communities as being one of the best coaches. And now he is helping take this as far as it can possibly go with Jordan Stolz. And Jordan has all the respect for him as well. He's a 21-year-old superstar, and he and his coach, and you're going to see Bob Corby, if you're watching any of the telecast, there to help him out. But this could be the breakout moment for Jordan Stolz, that's for sure. But Corby, the St. Louis native, has helped transform Stolz from a promising teen. Now he's one of the world's most dominating speed skaters. And you just love to see, anybody that's competed at sports at any high level knows how important your coaches are. They are. Coaches can really make a difference. That's why I've always believed in coaching. You kind of coach, right? Don't you kind of coach young kids?
I kind of coach. I'm more of like a ref kind of guy, but I kind of coach.
It's so important. I coached my son's football teams all the way up to, when they were through 8th grade. I promised each of them I would, then I would watch. Did not want to get involved in the high school side. I was so busy from that standpoint. I coached my daughter in track. I was a track guy. So I was a sprinter, but my kids were not sprinters. But I coached sprinters. But I was around. I never coached, and this is one thing I never knew how this could work out, where parents, and you guys, and all throughout the St. Louis area, there are parents who coach their kids. I just knew that I could never coach my own kids, and I never wanted to. But I loved being around them when they were in sports, but never coached them specifically. Other men and women coached my kids. I coached other positions. But I wanted them to know that I would sacrifice and do whatever I could to be out there with them as much as I could from a job standpoint. But coaches can make a difference. And I still have young kids or younger people who come up and call me Coach Faust. And Coach Faust, Coach Faust, Coach Faust. And
Coach Fowl.
yeah, and then of course, my kids have other men and women that they still coach. So you make a difference in life. You really can make a difference with somebody, mentoring, and you do that at the Y with what you do.
Yeah.
And you may not even realize it yet as a young 20-year-old, not 20, but 20 something.
Yes.
What a difference you can make in somebody's life by coaching and help them and mentoring.
I would want to, if I were to really coach a team, because I already know one day, and this doesn't mean I'm looking for money or anything, but I know I'm going to coach an AAU team. And when I coach an AAU team, it will have to be either middle school or high school, because before that time, boys don't take basketball serious at all. They just goof off the whole time. And girls, I coach girls because they listen. Like boys don't listen at all. Elementary school boys don't listen at all. But whenever I watch a girl practice, they look like little machines. It's like, I don't know.
But coaching is a good thing, and you always want to leave a mark. And it doesn't matter if it's Little League or if it's Bob Corby, who's coaching one of the best long track speed skaters in the world in Jordan Stoll. So congrats to Bob Corby, the 75-year-old coach, who has really made a difference in Jordan Stoll's career. According to Jordan, they met when he was just 12 years old. 12 years old. And now he's arguably one of the best long track speed skaters, racers in the world. So a St. Louisan coach, Bob Corby, looking to help Jordan Stolz be the breakout skater at these Olympics, the Milan Cortina Olympics. So congratulations, Tim. We certainly love to see those stories because we were finishing up talking as we had to go to a break about the St. Louisans making a name for themselves at the Olympics, which is really cool. So it's not only athletes, it's also from a coaching standpoint as well. And we certainly love to see those stories that are happening over at the Olympics. From a sports standpoint too, I mean, that's something that's been going on when it comes to St. Louis. Of course, the Billikens, they're what we have going on in St. Louis right now. They are. Love what you have, support what you have. And right now, they're not only the biggest sports story in St. Louis, they're arguably one of the best stories, positive feel-good stories. What the Billikens are doing right now, and their head coach, Josh Schertz, is considered to be one of the best coaches in America right now. Bruce Pearl, who was a top-notch coach, retired before the season began, called Josh Schertz the best coach nobody knows about. Now, we don't have to worry about where Josh Schertz is next year. You hope that the Billikens and SLU Nation will write the checks to keep him. Stop any sort of other schools from coming in and poaching him, because I'm telling you, he's going to be on coaching list when coaches are fired. He will be. He'll have to decide where he wants to be. But it doesn't matter what's next year. It matters what's now. Too many times we look to the future and we're not living in the present. We're like, what are we going to be doing tomorrow? What are we going to be doing next week, next year? It doesn't matter next year. It's right now. And right now, the Billikens are one of the hottest basketball teams and hottest stories in the country. So let's enjoy it. They're a fun-loving group. They're easy to like. They're fun to watch. And they have a terrific coach. And you can't get carried away with all the expectations of this team and how good they are, because this team right now is rolling. They're absolutely rolling. And we don't know how long this season could last. It could be a very, very good season. And the chances of them getting a game or two in St. Louis, because we play basketball in St. Louis this year, in St. Louis, the first round. They're 11-0 in conference. They're 16-0 at home. That's right, over at Chaffetz. And Chaffetz is selling out every game now to be a part of this team. They're 23-1 overall. It's the best 24-game record that SLU has ever had. That they have ever had right now, SLU. That's how good this team is right now and what's happening. You got to love what you see. And not only is this the best 24 game record that they've had, they are now getting a whole lot of national attention. They also moved up, and I thought they should have moved up a little higher. I was bummed out when I saw this. They moved up to number 18 yesterday from 19. So the Billikens are now 18, matching the highest that they were ranked back in, 2013, 2014, I believe. So they only moved up one spot to 18. I thought they should have moved up another spot, but I didn't foresee St. John's jumping 5 spots in the polls. St. John's jumped all the way up from 23 to 17.
But didn't St. John's beat some ranked teams? though?
Yeah.
I forgot who. But
Yeah. So I thought the Billikens should have been at least 17. But you know what? It is what it is. It's fine. So they move up one spot. And by the way, SLU is now 18th in the country, and they're ahead of Vanderbilt, who's 19.
Ooh.
Think about that. Clemson, Arkansas, who had a really good week. They're at BYU, Louisville, and Kentucky. Those are all teams that the Billikens are ahead of right now. My only issue with the poll was Miami, Ohio, who's played absolutely nobody this year. Nobody is up to 23 because they're 24-0, but they've played nobody. And if SLU and Miami, Ohio were on the court together, I'm telling you, SLU would run them off the court. I'm sorry, they would. They would. They would run them off the court. But anyway, getting back to SLU, they're now, your Billikens are ranked 18th in the country. Congrats to the Billikens with the 23-1 record. With their head coach trying to keep everything in perspective, Josh Schertz. Here's Josh Schertz talking about what he has and how he's keeping this team together, and
just take it for
and
what it is. I mean, I think seasons are noisy no matter what.
Confidence in knowing that they still have a lot to get done coming down the stretch.
You just take it for what it is. I mean, I think seasons are noisy no matter what. You know, if you're bad, they're noisy too. You know, and if you're good, they're noisy. Probably differently noisy, but equally as noisy, right? And then if you're in between, there's still stuff. I just think that's the way of the world today. You know, you're gonna there's gonna be all kinds of stuff out there. 95% or more of it is obviously uninformed or not factual. I would say there's a lot of, there's a lot of opinions on social media, very few informed opinions, right? Like, on anything. That's just the way of the world today. It's part of what you accept with these jobs. And there's going to be a lot of criticism, judgment, praise, condemnation. You just got to kind of take it all in stride. And there's a big difference, in a winning culture, a culture where you can win, right? And we talked about that, like winning culture, you're kind of up and down based on results. You're a weather vane for the results. If you have a culture where you can win, you have programmatical, values, standards, bedrocks that kind of keep you focused through the highs and lows of the season, because you do. A season, does have its ups and downs. You have to win you back.
That was SLU basketball coach Josh Schertz talking about his team, what's happening, and how exciting it is. You can't complain really about what this team has done. They couldn't get any better in regards to what we're starting to see. So we'll try to play the rest of his sound later when it comes to what you have with the Billikens, but he's just such a likable guy. The team is a very likable team, of course, as we were talking about. And, you look at where you are right now. The Billikens have a game Friday at Loyola, and then they play next Tuesday at Rhode Island before they come back next Friday night, February 18th, or excuse me, February 20th, 10 days from now. So they're not going to be back until the 20th. And when they come back on the 20th, they will be hosting VCU. So that should be a very interesting game again. And I promise you it'll be sold out. And that'll be a very, very interesting contest, to say the least, to get them back here. Then they're at Dayton. Then they host a coin. Then they host Loyola. And then this season is really going to be an interesting one as it comes down the stretch with how high they can ascend in the polls, if they can continue to win. Can they finish an undefeated A10 season? That would certainly be exciting in regards to the possibilities and how much fun it is. Have you heard people talk with you? You're a basketball fan. You travel in basketball communities. You're at the Y a lot. Do you find people just talking about SLU? And I know it depends on different groups that people run in and the friends. I'm just curious from your standpoint.
No, I see a lot of people wearing SLU gear though. Like if I see somebody wearing SLU gear,
You think more people are wearing SLU gear?
yeah, and like I know for sure they're keeping up with the basketball team if they're wearing SLU gear. Because I wasn't seeing that much SLU gear until the basketball team popped up like this. So yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's what I've been seeing. Just more people wearing the SLU gear, so I know I can talk to them about it. But I don't hear like random people talking about it.
I do. In some of the circles that I've run in, and people are just like, oh, how about SLU this, SLU that. But of course, I ask people. I mean, we like to try to get a vibe of the St. Louis area, and it's a fun, feel good story right now, no doubt about it. I mean, we have music acts that come in and restaurants opening, but you like to feel pride, and St. Louis loves its sports, and not any different than any other city. We love the feel good stories, and right now the Billikens are certainly doing that. You just hope that they can continue to roll right along, and they should. And they seem to be getting better. That's the thing about this team. They don't look like they're just holding on. They look like they've got more and more guys. I mean, Dunlap came back from being hurt or sick, and it's like, oh, we got another top-notch player in the A10 on this SLU team that can shoot the ball. And they've got lots of guys that step up each night, which is so much fun to see. So they won't be back to that next Friday night, but when they do, that'll be a whole lot of fun. And then the week after that, they'll have another weekend home game. So back-to-back weeks, SLU's going to have 2 home games, evening games on the weekends. And I guarantee those games are going to be sold out. Sold out again. Who would have thought? Trying to get tickets to Chaffetz. A hot ticket.
Sold out, baby.
Downtown.
Gotta drop that 100. That 100.
It's not the Blues. It's the Billikens. It's not. People aren't racing to Enterprise. They're racing to Chaffetz.
We're not watching a team blow a 5-1 lead.
Oh,
We're watching a team
come
go stupid. We're watching Grady Dunlap and Robbie Avila. We're watching Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, man. Holy moly. Oh, I love watching,
the white Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I
Go
love
figure.
watching Shawarma just in the corner. Just, oh, my goodness. Kellen Thames, he just comes in like an energy ball. He's just dunking stuff, playing defense, switching. Oh, it's just exciting. I love it.
This is Art City now. We cover all things St. Louis all the time: sports, news, entertainment, restaurants, music. Love catching up with you guys from that standpoint. And we love getting the news out there and the positive stories too when we possibly can. And one of those has been what Katie's Pizza has done over the years throughout the St. Louis area. Have you had any Katie's Pizza yet?
No. Is it really good?
Yeah, just a terrific menu. Absolutely terrific menu. It's very, 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 very good. She had another event. What was it? Last Thursday downtown. A friend of mine went, said it was outstanding. 5-course meal. Just amazing what Katie's been able to accomplish in the St. Louis area. Well, she has opened up a new location. This one in the Crestwood area. They're open at the corner of Sappington and Watson Roads. That, of course, if you don't know, is the site of the former Crestwood Mall. So this, by the way, though, what's interesting here is it's the first freestanding Katie's restaurant by itself. So, of course, the owner's Katie Lee. She already owns and operates Katie's at the Ballpark Village. She's in Rock Hill over on Manchester Road, and she's got a nice facility over there in Town and Country.
So she's the
on
pizza
Clayton
place.
Road.
So she's the pizza place at Ballpark Village.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's a pizza place, but it's also pasta. It's,
Yeah.
I mean, the menu is incredible.
Incredible.
Yeah. It's a top-notch menu. I mean, it's not Domino's, okay?
Yeah, of course.
It's not Emo's, and with all due respect to Emo.
Yeah, don't hate on it. Ooh, you're making me want a square meal deal today, baby. Oh.
By the way, I think it's pizza day or something. I have to go back and check out if you want to. I know
I'm pulling my deals
I know
up.
you're the rye deal of the day guy. I thought I saw something online about today being some sort of pizza day in St. Louis or something.
Oh, only in St. Louis?
I don't know. I mean,
okay.
you can check it. I'll look too. But what I do know, what's going on, like Katie's in Crestwood is going to be open 7 days a week. Their hours there are 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. And then on Fridays, earlier opening at 10 a.m. A restaurant opening at 10 a.m. On the weekends to accommodate their brunch crowds. But she is hiring people all over the place too. She hired 60 people to staff the new location.
Hey, Vic, I got bad news to tell you.
What's that? What's the bad news?
National Pizza Day is celebrated every year on February 9th.
Oh, so it was yesterday. Okay, that's what I saw. I thought I saw, but here's what I did when I saw National Pizza Day. I thought about you.
Oh.
And meal deals and everything else from that standpoint. But if you get a chance to check out Katie's Pizza, you should. Just a really cool concept. St. Louisan, Katie Lee doing a really, really good job and growing. It's one thing to have one restaurant that's successful, but how about 4 now? 4, but this is the first freestanding one. So congrats to her. Congrats to a St. Louisan. Once again, she has the Ballpark Village location, one in Rock Hill on Manchester Road, and then the one in Town and Country, and now the one at the former Crestwood Mall, which, if you were just joining us again, which is right at the corner of Sappington and Watson. Terrific site there too, right smack dab in the middle where you can't miss it. That's for sure. This is Art City Now. Appreciate you guys being with us. Show moves right along. We say it's the fastest 2 hours in morning radio and podcasting. All about the St. Louis area, national headlines making news here as well. It's February 10th. By the way, the sun is up. It's going to be an absolutely gorgeous day. How does sunny and 62 sound for February 10th in St. Louis?
I knew I didn't need to wear a leather jacket today, and that's why I didn't.
You did, and it felt a little different when you came. I did not feel you bring the cold in when you came in at dark 30 this morning when I was here battling internet issues.
Is it getting better?
Oh, yeah, it is. It's all good, man. It's all good because the sun is shining. It's going to be a great day. We appreciate you guys being with us. 62, I say today. Tomorrow, a little bit colder, expected to be 52 degrees. However, we'll take 52 and sunny as well, right? I mean, come on. Second week of February. Yeah, we'll take it all. That's for sure. By the way, Cardinals get back to spring training tomorrow. Ali Marmol expected to do his opening presser tomorrow. Pitchers and catchers reporting. It's that time of year again. Heck, opening day in 6 weeks? Something like that. That's what's insane. A little over 6 weeks, month and a half away. Yeah, kind of crazy time how fast it's going. And 2026 is going faster than 2025 was. Time is flying by, no doubt about that. If you want to give us a call, you can. Phone number 855-282-8255. We are your Lou Information Station. We are live and on demand at louinfo.com. Of course, you can live stream us on X, Facebook, and YouTube. Appreciate you joining us. We're here Monday through Friday, 6 to 8 a.m. We'll come back. We'll set the stage, talk about a few of the things that we hit in the first hour. When it comes to what's happening, Kid Rock coming to St. Louis. We'll let you know when. On the heels of his halftime Super Bowl concert the other night, plus a few other St. Louis information pieces when it comes to what's going on. There's a historic church downtown that's receiving a grant as well, and some more news when it comes to the data centers being X'd out by St. Louis natives and residents. This is Art City Now. Producer Rice here. I'm Vic Faust. Take a break. We'll come back right after this.
St. Louis, meet your new daily companion, the Lou Information Station app. Listen live anywhere, anytime with one click. Dive into live or on-demand content. It's the fastest way to stay connected to the conversations that matter in the Lou. Just search Lou Information Station in the App Store or Google Play and download it free today. The Lou Information Station app. Crystal clear St. Louis talk 24/7.
Introducing the Key STL Burger Bar and Boogie, your new home in the Grand Center Arts District. The Key STL is where the music plays, the game is always on, and the dance floor is open. The Burger Bar features the ultimate smash burger experience with premium pasture-raised local beef and a dozen house-made sauces to top it all off. It's the Key STL Burger Bar and Boogie, 3225 Olive in Midtown. Before, during, or after any game, this is the spot, St. Louis. Find out more at thekeystl.com.
Today, business moves fast. Don't fall behind your competitors. Contact CTS, Commercial Technology Solutions, today for your voice and data needs, including networking, internet, and video conferencing. We offer 24-hour emergency service with competitive rates and an A+ rating from the BBB. At Commercial Technology Solutions, it's all about service, solutions, and stability. Contact them in Missouri at 314-421-3550, in Illinois at 618-452-3550, and online at ctsphone.com.
LouInfo.com news headlines. Brought to you by Brown and Crouppen. GetBC.com.
Your LouInfo.com news report. Upgrades at Kiner Plaza in downtown St. Louis are underway. The city is partnering with the Gateway Arch Park Foundation and Great Rivers Greenway on the renovations, expected to finish up in October. Improvements include new shade structures and trees, along with regrading the oval lawn and upgrading irrigation and drainage to improve turf and soil health. Residents in St. Charles County will soon have faster, more targeted storm warnings. The county's emergency management agency has upgraded its system, so sirens are automatically activated when the National Weather Service issues a tornado or severe thunderstorm warning. About 130 sirens are now divided into 4 zones based on historical tornado paths. The St. Louis teen is facing several charges in connection with a shooting last month that killed a 14-year-old boy. In the Gravois Park neighborhood, Samuel Williams Jr. died, and 18-year-old Demetrius Van Arsdale admitted firing a gun at a passing vehicle, sparking a gun battle. For the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com and the free Lou Info app, I'm Jen Austin.
Now, LouInfo.com weather. Presented by Home Bank. Member FDIC. Secure your financial future by opening a high-yield checking account today. Go to myhomebank.bank to get started.
Here's your LouInfo.com weather update. Pretty mild today, lots of sun, and we'll hit about 60. Overnight, we have a dry cold front that'll move in. Partly cloudy, and we're in the low 30s, and then about 10 degrees cooler on Wednesday, but still pretty nice. We'll hit about 50 with sunshine, maybe an afternoon shower popping up on Thursday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton for the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com and free Lou Info app.
Are you paying too much for term life insurance? There's a tremendous price war among the major term life companies. Rates have dropped dramatically in the past 2 years. For example, a man age 45 non-tobacco user, $1 million of coverage is only $75 per month, level for the next 10 years. Or a man age 50 non-tobacco user can buy $500,000 of coverage for a monthly premium of only $110, guaranteed not to change for the next 20 years. That's right, level rates for 20 years. And if you're a smoker, we have great rates for you as well. At the Term Lifeline, we specialize in policies of $500,000 and above. So if you're looking for new or replacement term life insurance, call right now for a free quote.
Rates and availability may vary by state. Sample rate quotes are based on preferred non-tobacco underwriting exams required to qualify.
800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. 800-803-1961. That's 800-803-1961.
After a long day, nothing beats kicking back in a brand new hot tub from St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse. These guys are the real deal. They've been around for over 38 years and got more than 400 five-star reviews, and they've earned every single one of them. They sell premium, American-made hot tubs. USA, baby. And because they keep their overhead low, they pass the savings right on to you. You're getting better quality at a better price. And here's the best part. No hidden fees, no surprises, no, oh, by the way, charges. And if you find a comparable hot tub cheaper at a local dealer, they'll beat that price, guaranteed. That's right, best price guarantee, no one's beating them. Plus, when you buy from St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse, you're buying from a company that's been here for decades, and they'll be here to service your tub for as long as you own it. Check them out at besthotTubPrices.com. That's besthotTubPrices.com. St. Louis Hot Tub Warehouse, highest quality, best price.
Back to more of Arch City Now with Vic Faust on the Lou Information Station, streaming 24/7 at louinfo.com.
Good Tuesday morning, St. Louis. Welcome back to Art City Now. Vic Faust here, producer Rye alongside as well. We are your Lou Information station. We are live and on demand at louinfo.com. We love it when you jump in on X, Facebook, and YouTube. That's where you can stream us live every day. And of course, if you want to call, get involved with something, you can do that as well. 855-282-8255. It is February 10th. It's going to be about, 62 degrees today and sunny, already 48 and sunny. Certainly looks like a beautiful day. Go out and try to make the most of it from that standpoint. We appreciate it when you do that as well. U.S. hockey team today, the U.S. women's hockey team. I think it's a 1:10 start, 1:10 or 2:10 start. Got to look at the Eastern time versus Central. But playing Canada, the two top women's hockey teams in the world going at it. Joy Dunn from O'Fallon, Missouri, one of the stars right now of the team. Scoring goals in multiple games. She'll be in action. You can watch that today. And it's somebody from St. Louis you can also root for. Why not? Seems really darn cool. Also, I was looking at this. I not from St. Louis, but do you know who Eileen Gu is yet? She's a freestyle women's skier. She's only 22.
Eileen
Gu. Yeah, she was born in San Francisco and raised in San Francisco, but then decided to compete for China at the age of 15. She said it was to honor her mom. I think it was to honor her bank account, and I've got no problem with her doing it.
Why, China's paying her a lot of money?
Well, she is a beautiful young woman.
Yes.
Very beautiful.
Yes.
Super talented.
Yes.
She's a spokesperson.
I'm agreeing with everything.
She's making a whole lot of money. She's already worth about $25 million as a 22-year-old.
Oh, that's the same age as me.
And free, good luck.
Whoa.
And freestyle skiing. I want to see you on a snowboard.
Yeah, maybe I could wake up to 25 million, baby.
You better be careful because you told me you have a Valentine now. I'm trying to teach you, buddy. I'm trying to help you.
I'm just saying I wish I could wake up to 25 million.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Many people do. But she's skiing for China now. She just took a silver medal, but it's what she's doing because she makes so much money in China because she is so well spoken. She's only 22 years old. It's amazing. So she's one of the stars of the games. And I remember Anna Kournikova. I don't know if you remember Anna Kournikova. She was a very good looking tennis player who didn't win a lot, but was the most popular women's tennis player because she was pretty. And she could compete, but just couldn't be like the elite. Eileen Gu.
Anna Kova, what?
Anna Kournikova.
Okay.
She dated some Russian hockey players back in the day, and she has been married to what's his name? Enrique Iglesias.
Oh.
Yeah, so they've been married for a long time. I think they have 4 kids. Anyway, she was super popular. Reminds me of Eileen Gu in skiing. Eileen didn't win the gold, but she's still the most popular freestyle skier. Very well spoken, very smart, beautiful young woman who was competing very well. I just saw it was like, damn, her net worth's almost 25 million as a 22-year-old. So she won the silver in her sport yesterday. So congrats to her. But anyway, the women's hockey team, Joy Dunn, congrats to them. They've got a huge game with Canada today. Go Team USA. This is a time when we forget about our Canadian brothers and sisters. I'm sorry. And we root for the Americans. We root for the Americans. And I know we have.
America.
That's right. We have a lot of very cool Canadians. And I like Canada, especially. I spent 11 years in Detroit, and Windsor was right across the river, the Detroit River. By the way, Canada was south of Detroit. People don't realize that.
Canada's south of Detroit.
Windsor right there, baby. Parts of Canada is south of Detroit.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Learned a lot when I was in Detroit, but I also learned to love the Canadian people.
I love
They have good hearts.
Yes.
But when it comes to the Olympics and hockey, forget about your maple leaves and your flag.
And your A's.
Eh?
Yeah.
Hey, okay. Hey.
What else?
And they've
Lumberjack.
dominated the Americans in men's hockey.
Pancakes and stuff.
So anyway, the American men get to action on Thursday. there were some young skiers, snowboarders who said that they had reservations about wearing their American flag on because of what was happening with, policies from the White House. If you're going to put an American flag on, I just wish, leave your politics at home. Nobody wants to hear about your politics, whether you like the administration or not. Just represent the flag, represent your country, and be grateful for the opportunity you have. It's pretty simple. Then if we have people who are coming out saying they support the administration, then all we do is we have it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. These are young kids. They haven't been versed in how to deal with the media. But here's a great example of how you do it. Brady and Matthew Tkachuk, St. Louis's own, asked about what it's like to wear the red, white, and blue, to represent the United States of America.
Be able to represent the U.S.
Their first game on Thursday against Latvia. Brady and Matthew talking about how good it feels, and they are the leaders. Austin Matthews is the captain of this American team, the Toronto captain, superstar. But the heart and soul of this team are Matt and Brady Tkachuk, and here they are talking about what it means to play for the United States of America.
I mean, this is being able to represent the U.S. at this stage in the Olympics is one of the greatest honors that I've ever had. So I'm truly grateful to be here representing the red, white, and blue.
I think it kind of means the world. It's really like a whirlwind of emotions. Flying here this morning, hanging out in the village all day, and then getting fitted for our clothes, and just meeting athletes, and then coming here and practicing. And now it's all like, oh my gosh, like day one's over. Like it's kind of crazy. So really enjoying the experience so far and having a lot of fun.
Brady. That's Brady and Matthew Tkachuk talking about what it means to lead this American team. They're favored to win silver. The favorites, with all the pressure on their shoulders, are the Canadians. They're the favorites to win gold. Betting favorites. The Americans are the second team. And of course, we hope that we get that gold medal match, which would be not this Sunday, but the following Sunday morning at 7:10 in the morning, I believe. The gold medal match. Of course, Milan Cortina is 7 hours ahead of us when it comes to the time here in the Midwest. So St. Louis's own Brady Tkachuk, Matthew Tkachuk, representing how they should. And of course, we're proud to have them representing as the heart and soul of the American hockey team. So thank you for them being the kind of example that we love to have. Yes, you accept the opportunity to compete for your country, then you accept the flag, whether you like it or not, or you don't go. Because it's one thing to wear your flag and get all the hype and get all the money and get all the attention, but then say you don't know if you like wearing it or not. No, that means you want your cake and you want to eat it too. So somebody needs to teach those young kids a lesson, and they're young and they're going to learn. They'll learn. But right now, it's just not a good look for them. And they'll find that out when it comes to brands and branding of themselves. You just don't do that. You don't bite the hand that feeds you. That's the issue. So anyway, USA, let's go red, white, and blue.
America,
baby.
Yeah.
They got some good strategery coming down the pipeline. 7:40.
Olympics always make me what's the word?
Hype?
Yeah, when you're just like
pump.
Yeah, when you just love your country.
Energy. I love that about. And
yeah.
And you're a 22-year-old that I loves to watch the Olympics.
Yeah.
And
I'm not a politic guy, nothing like that. But when I see the Olympics, I am for the country.
See, and I love that.
Wow.
And see, the other thing about and you're somebody who also liked the Bad Bunny halftime show, not from messages that were sent, necessarily, you said, but
Like-
because of what you saw when it came to the performance.
I like the cinematography of it, and I like the message of like them showing off their culture and everything, right? Like I do think like because Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory, so like I love seeing their culture and stuff. I just think it should have been on a more like even bigger stage or even a more understanding stage.
World Cup,
Yeah, or the Olympics.
not 20 different countries' flags. I'm
Like,
sorry. That's the only thing
yeah.
I didn't understand about it. This is America. Yeah, the flags. Let's do it. Let's do it at the Olympics. Let's do it World Cup soccer. Let's do it the
or
World Cup.
or the Olympics.
Yes, from that standpoint. But America get you excited. The Olympics
Like,
get you excited
think
for
they
America.
I think they were trying to say that America isn't just the U.S., but at the end of the day, it is the National Football League that's in the U.S.
Yeah.
Like I was just confused about that.
Well, it's also the NFL. They've got a growing market
That was the
of
thing too. That I was like, okay,
They-
maybe they're trying to make it
they're
because they be playing in, like Venezuela and stuff.
money,
right?
money, money.
So I'm like, maybe that's what it was for. And I was like, I get that too. But no, I think the cinematography and the songs had me a little jiggy, but I just didn't understand what he was saying. So like I don't listen to that music. But I like the video. Like I was like, oh, this is a cool music video. I was entertained.
Yeah, I got you. It makes sense. By the way,
Not better than J-Lo's though. Or Rihanna's.
no, I agree. I'm with you, my friend. I agree. I could do J-Lo and Shakira all day long compared to that. I'm sorry.
Bad Bunny, my boy.
This is Arch City Now. It's producer Rye. I'm Vic Faust. Appreciate you guys being with us today. By the way, if looking ahead here and what we're seeing. Speaking of halftime shows, Kid Rock was part of the Turning Point one. He's got the #1 song now on Amazon and Apple. His song that he sang the other night. #2 is Bad Bunny song. So Kid Rock out of nowhere now jumped up to
isn't he
#1.
old?
He's old, but he's good.
Oh, I only saw one clip of that one. What it was
And-
like, I'm Kid, right?
Yeah,
Isn't
that
what he said?
was what the ball, the bang, did it. It was one.
Oh, that's that song?
Yeah, man.
Oh, snap. Hold on.
Yeah, I'd never seen anything like him when he popped out first, but he's from Detroit. And I know I'm getting sidetracked here, but rumor story has it, Bob Ritchie is his name. He wanted to be a rapper, and he's super talented. I went to his 40th birthday concert in Detroit at Comerica Park, sold out many years ago. And he played every instrument.
Whoa.
He sang, he danced, he played the guitar, he played the bass, he played the drums, he did the DJ, and then he was a DJ scratching records, and then he also played the piano. I'd never seen anything like it in my life. Super talented guy. He wanted to be a rapper, but guess who ruined it for him?
Who?
White Boy Vanilla Ice.
Oh, he made it look corny.
No, Vanilla hit before he did.
Oh.
And then he had to reinvent himself.
Dang. Yeah.
But he was talented enough to do so.
So basically, he was saying it was too much milk in the kitchen already. So
Yeah.
he's like, I'm cool.
Where Vanilla went and started rehabbing homes.
Yeah. But me and my friends were talking
Rob
about
Van
this.
Winkle.
Me and my friends were talking about this yesterday. Like, keep in mind, I have a pretty diverse friend group, like ethnicity wise, right? So me and my guys were talking, and we were like, what if Justin Bieber did it?
What if Bieber did what?
The halftime show. What do you think it'd be a good halftime show if Justin Bieber did it? Because you got to
Maybe.
realize it's a little bit. Roger Goodell was going for
Oh,
our demographic.
Bieber would definitely hit better than if he's
Right.
speaking English or singing English. I mean, come on. What do you think?
Yeah, but like,
And Bieber's out making political comments.
yeah,
He and his wife Haley are wearing
yeah,
pens.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But I still
don't-
think it would have because
I don't.
he would have been talking and
I
singing
don't think.
English.
I don't
Yes.
think. I don't think it's the. I don't think it's really. I don't know if it's a political thing or not. But like, I was just like,
Yeah, he would have been.
But another thing is Roger Dale's trying to hit on my age demographic.
Yeah, I know.
And
I'm not
The thing
but
is though, my age demographic, unlike me, they're like more what's the word? They're more open to listening to different genres.
yeah,
of
I know.
music.
Well, Roger Goodell lost me many years ago, specifically
Yeah.
with the Rams. It's like
I love-
whatever.
I love like going and experience the culture, eating the food and stuff.
Whatever,
talking
brother.
and learning all that.
Roger.
But I don't listen to their like people music like that. I don't listen to K-pop because I don't know what they're saying in K-pop. Like I'm like, okay, it's catchy, but I don't listen to it. So
That's awesome. That's producer Ryan. Vic Faustus is Art City. Now, by the way, speaking of Kid Rock, he's coming to St. Louis, though. So he's coming to St. Louis, part of his newly announced Freedom 250 concert tour. It's going to be this spring. So he is coming to St. Louis, scheduled to perform at Hollywood Casino Amphitheater. That's right. St. Louis gets one of those spots. It'll sell out. It'll be at the Hollywood Casino Amphitheater, Maryland Heights, Friday, May 15th, 2026. Just announced the 2026 Freedom 250 tour. Pretty cool. We love to promote St. Louis and the music scene. We talked about with Tony Patrico. By the way, he has a show here every night, 5 to 6, really promoting St. Louis music, and he hits the local scene, which we absolutely love. And on Wednesday nights, he plays only local bands, local music, Wednesday nights.
Yes.
From 5 to 6. You're not going to find that other places. And people are finding him to get their music played, which I think is a really cool thing, especially if you like live music. And there are a lot of bands throughout the St. Louis area just trying to do their thing. And that's what we do here. Wednesdays, 5 to 6 p.m. But when it comes to Kid Rock, so it's a 10-stop tour from early May to mid-June. And it preludes the 250th anniversary of the United States of America on July 4th. That's, of course, the 4th of July. This year, 250 years since the signing of the Declaration of Independence. And, of course, in D.C., the White House celebrating with a massive party about celebrating America. And, of course, Kid Rock has drawn attention in recent years. He goes the other way, conservative political views. And that's what he is trying to do. He's scheduled to perform. He did the weekend event, of course, the other night. Joining him in St. Louis, by the way, on May 15th, which isn't that far away, will be Parker McCollum, Brantley Gilbert, who also was a part of the halftime show the other night, the show that they did on Turning Point, John Party, Big and Rich, and a few other performers as well.
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask too, because I didn't turn into the Turning Point one, but I wanted to ask, I thought Turning Point was like a conservative organization. So why did they bring
It is.
And why did they bring Weekday, right?
Weekday. What do you
Didn't
mean?
they bring some guy named Weekday or something? I thought they performed.
Weekday.
I think that's what they're called. Weekday.
I don't know. I don't know.
They're like, okay, let me make sure.
You can find that out. Ticket sales, by the way.
These guys are like totally not. Yeah, they were. Let me make sure.
Well, ticket sales for the event and the tour begin February 13th in just 3 days at 10 a.m. You go to Ticketmaster. That's what's listed. Ticketmaster.com to get tickets to that event as well, as people are looking forward to, going and seeing it. So anyway, that's what's going on when it comes to Kid Rock coming to St. Louis. And we love to promote St. Louis and the things that are happening here. What's going on, what's happening, and so forth. So I don't know who you were looking for, but if you do, you just tell me, my friend. Tell me what you got, and we'll go from there. Also, something that we'd promoted, hadn't had a chance to get to it, but I was trying to get to it yesterday, and this was, let me try to find that news where it was. I saw it come out the other day. Are you still trying to find?
Yeah, I was just trying to really listen to like their music, but I know they always talk out against the government, so I was just really confused why they brought them. But yeah, I was just
really.
Yeah, it's some group. I forgot their name.
Okay,
man.
well, if
It's
you
gonna
find
come-
it, you
it's
can let me know.
probably come to me right after this show.
I just didn't know. Hey, I did want to get this out there too. Mizzou, by the way, strong base here in the St. Louis area, #1 base. They rank right now among the top magazine's 2026 list of schools.
For what?
The University of Missouri ranked. Here's what they did. There's a ton of schools, they ranked 124th on Time Magazine's list of the world's top 500 universities. The world's top 500 universities. They also placed #2 in the SEC. of schools.
MIZ.
There's one school finished ahead of them. You know who that is when it comes to the academic side of things.
Vandy.
It's Vandy. Yeah. Vandy finished number 1 in the SEC. They were ranked number 1 in the SEC. Mizzou number 2. I don't think Mizzou gets enough credit when it comes to the academics there. I don't. I don't think they do. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a homer. Because I went there. My 2 older children went there, and then my senior in high school is going to be going there.
Well, I knew I wasn't going to go there for journalism.
Yeah, I did it in grad school, and the journalism program is amazing, but the whole journalism aspect, I don't have time to get into it today. It's a subject for another day. Really needs to figure out how they're going to handle things.
Yeah, they do.
Because the industry, we need great journalism, but the industry's changing and has changed massively.
It's changing to a lot of,
especially the local sports guys. The writers are so darn important. You need the writers. I don't know where local news is going. I just don't. And how people even survive doing it. It's the rate. They've got to come up with a new way to figure this out, because there's so many independent journalists now who go out and do their own things.
Yeah,
and start their own businesses. It's really interesting. But anyway, also, they were also ranked number 13 on the U.S. flagship universities, which means it's the oldest institution in the state as well. They grade the schools on the extent to which students achieve extraordinary success. So that was a pretty good deal. I really like the job the UM system president, Mun Choi, has done. He says our high ranking demonstrates that we are a global leader that makes a difference for our students and all society. So
talk that talk.
Yeah, you talk it, you got to do it. According to Times research, less than 1% of Americans attend the 12 schools referred to as Ivy Plus schools, which include 8 Ivy League schools, as well as Stanford, MIT, Duke, and the University of Chicago. So congrats to Mizzou from that standpoint.
Dang, Drake didn't make it.
I don't know. Did you look it up? I didn't look.
No, I didn't even look it up. I don't even know where I would be ranked.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but it's a really big deal. Also, Mizzou ranked number 4 on best value among flagship universities. That's a huge deal too. The amount of money that you're paying for a college education and actually making sense and being able to go get a job. And that's a topic we'll be talking more about in the future too, because you don't want to just get forced in, go get a degree. Okay, well, what are you going to do once you get your degree and you've spent all that money?
Exactly.
Topics we'll be talking about here as well on the show too. This is.
Oh, my bad. I did just check out Drake though. Top 130 to 180 in the national universities. So.
There you go, buddy. Congrats to your alma mater.
Yeah,
this is Art City Now. That's producer Ryan. I'm Vic Faust. We got to get out of here. Have a great day. Stay positive. We'll see you tomorrow at 6 a.m. Hot Take Central 2.0 coming up next.